Good afternoon and welcome to Virginia Beach here at the Regional Training Center, Virginia Beach Sportsplex. My name is Austin Urch and I'll be bringing you today's contest between KEMPSVILLE High School and First Colonial High School. Field hockey action here. First Colonial Patriots in white on the left side of your screen, working their way across to the right. KEMPSVILLE High School on defense, currently in the blue jerseys, along with the red trim on them as that ball is sent up towards the middle inside the circle. And a penalty corner coming up here. The first one of the game. And it will be the Patriots on the attack. This one is sent to the top of the circle. Shuffled along to the right side, and now right in front of the goal, behind the goalkeeper, but the Chiefs able to knock it away. Still inside the circle, though. Battling for it. Patriots with possession, a shot on towards the goalkeeper, out of play. So a nice start there for the Patriots, as we're having just a bit of some technical difficulties here. We seem to be back in action with the video and the audio as well. First Colonial trying to make their way inside the circle. They do successfully, but a penalty coming up. Penalty corner here once again for the Patriots. Still zeros on the board. About maybe halfway through the first quarter. This one sent in. Top of the circle. Stopped efficiently, and a crack at this one takes the deflection out of play. Nice attempt there for First Colonial, being really quick off the draw. Trying to take a shot. Like to see that. Test the goalkeeper early here before they get set and find their rhythm. Shuffle on down now on the right side, back across to the center. Whistle blows, penalty against First Colonial this time. And that'll stop their attack. Once again, Austin Urch here bringing you the action at the Regional Training Center. That was Kelly Taylor on the right side who sent the pass in. Headed back down the other way, Morgan Moody runs out of room as the pass intended for Roy Robertson of the Chiefs. Sent along inside. Now down the line, Taylor back to the middle. Looking for Anna DeLong. She just couldn't quite find her there. Just coming out of the Chiefs territory now, Moody on the near sideline. Up the line looking for Robertson once again, but again that pass mishandled and it falls out of play. Nice touch there to get around the defender. Maintaining possession now, Ava Hartman. Excuse me, that's Bella Kane. Sent back by Taylor. Kane on her right, she sends it towards the middle. But no goal here. Still scoreless. This game is being brought to you by Shine Time Power Wash and Paint. Your turnkey solution for all your painting needs in the local area. As KEMPSVILLE look to restart from deep within their own territory. We've got Sainer. Sends it backwards. First Colonial looking to close in. And a miscue on defense turns the ball over. Now can the Patriots capitalize? That ball is sent out over the sideline. Penalty against the Chiefs. Patriots will send it back. And Burnett now up towards the center. Inside the circle, but penalty though. Once again against First Colonial. Had a couple of penalty corners for themselves, but now finding a bit more difficulty They try to insert into the circle and get some shots on the board. Carly Hoffer down the right wing of the Chiefs. Out of play. They'll quickly restart. Cameron Butler stopped by a First Colonial defender. It looked like it was DeLong over on that far side of the field. First Colonial having quite a few offensive opportunities here so far in this contest. Kempsville trying to find some of their own. Still zeros on the boards. That pass was about waist high. Chiefs on the restart. Monique Lipton playing it back now. Intercepted, but taken back away by Lipton as she traverses the 25-yard line. Triple teamed by the defense. They take the ball away. Now breaking away on the right side of the field for First Colonial, all by herself, cuts back inside. Nice move there from Tomorrow. Emily Tomorrow back across the center of the circle. Penalty corner once again coming up here for First Colonial. That was a nice run there by Emily Tomorrow, sister to Olivia, who's also on the team. Both of them starting this afternoon contest. It was a nice run there, especially to get back to the inside of the defender, eliminate them there, win the penalty corner. It's the third one. First Colonial has yet to score, and so does Kempsville. Lucky number 3 here. This one is sent along to the inside, shot low on the ground, stopped by the sticks in front. Still in possession though. Trying to find her way inside the circle was Anna DeLong, but too many bodies in the zone. She turns it over. Butler on the restart, down their left wing. Shoved along by Morgan Moody, but not a lot of power behind it. Nevertheless, it gets to Spencer. Spencer continuing down the field, inside the 25. Getting some more bodies in the area for the Chiefs. Penalty slows down the attack, but it might help them as they're able to get more midfielders up towards them. So here's Moody. Sent along low into the center. Bit of an off-target pass there as it rolls over the end line uncontested. Nice swing there. Better interception, though, by Kristen Spencer. She'll have this, has support behind her. As the double team shows up. They're able to win a penalty, take away possession. First Colonial trying to make big strides down the field here. Have a runner in front. We'll see if she can be targeted by Taylor. Taylor, defender, comes over. That was 11 on 11. Cameron Butler able to knock that one away. Quickly tying her shoe now is Butler. Trying to go quickly. Emily Tomorrow once again. Top of the circle. Inside, too much traffic. Penalty corner though. It's one of the advantages with having so many people in front when you're on offense. You can just send that ball in towards the goal. And it inevitably will strike someone on route to the back of the cage. If that's a defender's foot, it's a fortunate time there. This ball is sent in on the penalty corner. A bit of a miscommunication as the pass is off the mark. Still a threatening attack here as they're inside the circle. On the quick restart, clock stops. And that'll be the end of the first quarter here. Both sides still at 0. Kempsville 0, First Colonial 0. But the Patriots having quite a few more chances than their counterparts.
That's the end of the first quarter.
This game being brought to you once again by Shine Time Power Wash and Paint Professionals.
Don't forget,
Your
please,
solution for all power wash and painting projects. Eco-friendly house washing, roof cleaning, decks and fences, interior and exterior painting. Big or small, they do it all. Visit ShineTimeInc.com for a free quote today. Once again, visit ShineTimeInc.com for a free quote today.
rotisserie-style chicken bites. I never thought unbreaded chicken this good was possible. I love you just the way you are. Finally, chicken that is tender, juicy, and flavorful all by itself. Thank you, DQ, for giving me just what I needed. DQ, happy tastes good.
Still zeros on the board. As we're about to get started with the second quarter here in Virginia Beach. Austin Urch bringing you the action at the Regional Training Center. First Colonial having quite a few chances in the first frame of the contest for penalty corners, but unable to convert with a shot in the back of the cage. So we're still scoreless here. First Colonial being led by Beanie Schleicher. This is her 10th year at the helm of the program. In those 10 years, quite an impressive record. 204 contests, only dropping 12 of them. It's quite an impressive tally at any level. There's the whistle blows here to start the second. Kempsville plays it back into their own area, but miscue there from Ava Grace James turns the ball over. Great opportunity here for First Colonial right out of the gate. With an impressive record like that, you have to think that there might be some state titles, and you'd be correct. She has 3 to be exact, winning back-to-back in 2011 and 12. And this one is inside the cage, inside the circle, but a penalty prevents it from going any further. Kempsville win the ball back, but perhaps trying to break out a bit too fast. Ball rolls over the sideline. Here's Taylor. Stopped by Spencer just for a moment, but there was an illegal stick check there, taken away by Rory Robertson. Nice defensive play. First Colonial content to go back in order to go forward. Sammy Faro had possession for a moment there. As Moody restarts. Poked away by Tomorrow, out of bounds. 3 state titles for Coach Schleicher. 2011 and 12 when she went back-to-back, and then took a bit of a break until 2015. Has yet to find success at the state championship levels since then. Perhaps this could be the year. There's another penalty corner coming up. Set to take it, Lauren Hedspeth. See quite a number of players littered around the circle here for First Colonial. From the near side up towards the center. Passed on. Shot taken, and that's just wide of the target. Taking the shot there was Kelly Taylor. Just playing on that right midfielder position. Seen her on top of the ball quite a bit here so far. Nearly taken away by First Colonial, but in the end they didn't really have to get there as the ball went over the sideline off a Kempsville stick. Restarted, great pass to cut out a couple of defenders. The double team becoming a factor. Ball sent along just outside the circle, up to the 25 now. Trying to send it along through the middle. That one's snuffed out. You hear the clash of sticks on the field. There's some room now and a shot. Goalie number 41. Able to make some contact with the ball, but eventually a roll over the sideline for a goal. First Colonial up by 1. About 3:30 into the contest. We have the opening goal here. 3:30 into the second quarter. Couldn't quite see who it was who poked that one in. It looks to be Lauren Hedspeth or Kelly Taylor, one of the two. Right in front of the goaltender as she fell trying to collect that. There was just So much movement in front. A lot of redirection on the ball. Difficult to keep track of it. Once again, here come the Patriots. Taylor cross towards the center. Nice job there to come out and get it was Burnett. The shot into the back of the cage. Once again, another goal for First Colonial. When it rains, it pours. They put 2 on in less than a minute. Nice job there. Just about 30 seconds later, maybe 40 seconds, we'll say. That one being scored in the middle by Hedspeth. On the restart, KEMPSVILLE here having a bit of trouble trying to control the ball. So here's Burnett. It's past a couple of defenders. The third one finally slows her down, but illegal use of her stick brings up another penalty corner. 5 minutes in to the second quarter. First Colonial with a pair of goals. They get set to add a third here to their total. First Colonial, young, focused team. They play fast to win. We saw that. They're able to notch their second. Nice move to the inside. Looks like we'll see a penalty stroke here. Taking the shot will be Lauren Hedspeth. She had the second goal for First Colonial. Goalkeeper gets ready. Ball is placed. Excellent placement there. Too far to the right of the goalkeeper. As Hedspeth puts the third on the board here for First Colonial in the second quarter. Building themselves quite an impressive lead. Off the penalty stroke, First Colonial putting forth a strong offensive display here. Second goal for Hedspeth. We'll see if KEMPSVILLE will be able to answer here. It seems like time and time again they're backed up into their own territory. First Colonial in possession, being able to take them and almost pull them around the field, almost at whim. As they make a breakaway inside the circle, kicked away by the goalkeeper. Nice job there. Good awareness coming off her line. Send that one away. Restart now off to the left side. Moody able to control it. She'll send it down the field. Just get it out of the area. In chase is Rory Robertson for KEMPSVILLE. She's unable to get there first. Defender does. Taken away by Spencer. She'll win a penalty on the quick restart. Not many numbers though, not many supporters to help her out. So that ball is just taken away right off her stick by a trio of defenders. Nice through ball there from the breakout for First Colonial. Allie Burnett on the right side. Stick check takes the ball away. Ava Grace James there with the defensive play. That'll roll over the end line. Kelly Taylor down the line. Here's Meyer. Runs out of real estate. Now runs over the end. Kelly Taylor, a senior, is signed to play at ODU, going up in the fall. Really pivotal player here on offense for First Colonial. James misfires the pass over the sideline. Another attacking chance here for the Patriots. This one just barely flying right over the top of the crossbar. That was Emily Tomorrow on the attack. Top of the circle, this one sent low right in front of the goal. Waved off by the umpire. First Colonial with a chance once again on the restart. Centered low and on the ground. A bit too high after it skips off the Chiefs' stick. Another restart coming, but this will be off a penalty corner. Third of the second quarter, 7th of the game for either side, but all 7 belong to First Colonial. If the Chiefs can get a stop here, they have numbers headed the other direction. The key part is if they get the stop here first. This one sent to the top of the circle, shuffled along to the right side. Back across towards the middle, right in front, in the back of the cage. Another goal, this time coming from Bella Kane. Here comes Lily Averett onto the field for Kempsville. They've been having a lot of trouble dealing with the fast-paced offense of First Colonial. Also fast-paced defense as well as those 50-50 balls that ideally would be a 50-50 split between both sides. Have really been more about 80-20 in favor of First Colonial, just using their speed, able to get there first, take the ball away, maintain possession, and transition down the field. It's been difficult for Kempsville going forward. You can see right there, just not enough numbers for Averett to pass the ball away. Hopefully after this restart here, Spencer, Kristen Spencer sends it down the line. There'll be opportunity for more Kempsville players to get down the field. Try to lock First Colonial in here. Have to be cognizant of the speed that the Patriots use in white. See it right there as they quickly traverse up to the halfway line. The keen takeaway there from Ava Grace James. Clock stops there and a green card issued to First Colonial's number 3, Allie Burnett. It will be shorthanded for a pair of minutes. Would be the optimal time for Kempsville to get a goal on the board. They have the player advantage. Unfortunately, they don't have possession. It's off the defender's foot. Lipton got in the way of that one. Restarted up towards the top of the circle, rather all the way back to the 25. Now along to the left side. Brought back towards the middle, but gets caught up with a sprawling defender. Loses her footing. About 5 yards. First Colonial holding on to the ball here. Sent in by Faro. Penalty though. Lipton on the restart. Just a minute left on the penalty. The ball is taken right back away by the Patriots. Done a nice job being so aggressive on defense. Is Meyer in possession, nice spin move there, gets around a defender, looks to pass the ball off towards the center. The Chiefs send it out of play. Restart, quickly towards the corner of the circle, right along the end line. A penalty corner here for First Colonial. You can hear the head coach for Kempsville saying that have to cut her off sooner. That's knowing what, part of that comes with knowing what the attackers want to do in that situation. With only the sideline between her and the defender, it seems like it would be obvious that the attacker would head the other way, but opting to go right along the end line. As this one is sent in, top of the circle. Not a lot of power behind it, but skirting her way inside, taking a shot. No goal. The penalty has expired. Back onto the field here, Allie Burnett. Kempsville unable to make anything out of the player advantage. Fortunate not to give up a goal there. It's giving up a shorthanded goal is always an unfortunate, unsavory happenstance that can occur in any game. As the first half is coming to a close, we've really seen an amazing display of speed and fitness coming from the Patriot offenses. I've said it before and I'll say it again, as long as they continue to act upon it, but that's the speed of First Colonial, being first to the ball, being able to take it away and cut out so many defenders with precision passing. So here's Spencer in the corner, but taken away by First Colonial. Immediately back by the Chiefs. There's Averett along the end line. Penalty against First Colonial. Spencer with the restart. They could get a goal here right before the half. That would be great for them. But sending this one all the way down. Not enough speed in the legs of Laundry Meyer. So that pass had quite a bit of weight behind it. A strong swing. Restarted by Ava Grace James. 1 minute remaining here in the first half. As James plays that pass out of bounds. That's been one of the problems for Kempsville. They have the right idea going forward and building up that transition game. But the issues have been in execution. Their passes have just been off the mark a bit, either whether they're too heavy or there's too much air behind them, and it's difficult to control. So that quite a few times here on the near sideline. It's First Colonial mounting an attack, top of the circle, sent in low and on the ground. Right in front of the goaltender now. And another goal here for First Colonial in the last minute of the first half, up by 5. Couldn't quite see who got that final touch on the ball there. Kempsville quite a bit of ground to make up. Here's we're about to head into the halftime. First Colonial dominating every part of the game here. Although they haven't really had too many defensive times to shine. The whistle blows and that'll do it for the first half here. We've just been almost running circles around the Chiefs, being able to pull Kempsville around wherever they want. On offense, being able to cut out so many defenders with precise passing, and especially over long distance, typically that lends itself towards the defenders who can get to the ball first, spying the ball from quite a distance away. But like I said, the speed coming into play from First Colonial. So we're going to take a quick break here. Once again, this action being brought to you by Shine Time Power Wash and Paint. If you need to get your pool deck ready for spring, call the pros at Shine Time. Clean your concrete or pavers. Rust stains, no problem. Shine Time has you covered. Visit shinetimeinc.com for a free quote today.
than 23 years, we've made it our mission to lend peace of mind.
Even when times aren't very peaceful.
We know that every borrower is unique.
That's why we put you first in every step of the loan process.
At Atlantic Bay, we are dedicated, now more than ever,
to providing digital tools, resources, and a lending hand.
To help you reach your home dreams.
Because we're here for you.
Whenever,
wherever,
however.
New DQ rotisserie style chicken bites. I never thought unbreaded chicken this good was possible. I love you just the way you are. Finally, chicken that is tender, juicy, and flavorful all by itself. Thank you, DQ, for giving me just what I needed. DQ, happy tastes good.
Back, and we're back underway here at the start of the third quarter. First Colonial up by 5 after putting up all 5 goals on the board in the second quarter. Quite an impressive offensive display from them. Coming forward, a pair of goals coming from number 6, Lauren Hedspeth. One of those on a penalty stroke. Another being knocked in by Bella Kane. 2 others from the run of play. There were quite a bit of maybe a scrum right in front of the goal for the Patriots, as the Chiefs goalkeeper just couldn't quite hang on to the ball and knock it away. The pressure quite a big factor here from the Patriots, as their offense has been smothering the defense of Kempsville so far. We'll see if after a halftime break things will have a bit of a change of pace here as the teams switch sides. Austin Urch here bringing you the action. First Colonial in white on the right side of your screen, currently in possession. They'll be traveling from right to left. On the left side is Kempsville in their blue. Currently without a goal on the board here in action. No penalty corners to speak of either. Stark contrast to the 8 for First Colonial. 4 in the first quarter, 4 in the second. The whistle blows here. First Colonial will get their first penalty corner of the third quarter. Talked a bit about the speed that First Colonial has at the end of the second quarter, right before halftime, and that's such a big part of their game and how they've had so much success here today. So this one is sent in towards the top of the circle. Bit of a miscue as it rolls over the player's stick. Can't quite see who that is, but being taken back the other way now by Monique Lipton. She'll run out of room. Clock stops here. Umpires communicating to each other. We'll get the restart in just a moment. Green card being issued to number 7, Monique Lipton. About 2 minutes and 30 seconds into the second half here. Kempsville with the player advantage, trying to find their way inside the circle, taken away by Spencer. Now trying to traverse up the left wing. 4 defenders in the area though, and the numbers game proves to be too much. We'll see how their defense fares. As once again, they'll be short-handed on the back foot. First Colonial inching their way up the field. Now inside the 25, just inside the circle. That pass knocked away by a defender. Nice job defensively. I believe that's Ava Grace James. Far side of the field. Her pass, though, off the mark and out of play. Quickly on the restart, back into the circle. Almost as quick as that attack started, it fizzled out off a Patriot penalty. Ball rolls over the sideline, and they'll get a second chance. They send it up into a pair of defenders for Kempsville. A bit too aggressive on offense, trying to win back possession. They turn the ball over. This one just sent down into First Colonial territory. Now back up past the midway line, but that one's played out of bounds. There's about 30 seconds to go on the penalty for back to even strength will be Kempsville. They've had quite a bit of difficulty here on defense, dealing with the speed that First Colonial has brought to this contest. Deep passes over quite a bit of distance, and back to even strength now as she heads back onto the field. That's Lipton here. And a quick restart, far side of the field. Emily Tomorrow. Back up inside the 25, trying to find a way inside the circle, back towards the center. Sent into the back of the cage. Another goal here for First Colonial, 5 minutes into the third quarter. See here, and it looks like that was number 6, Lauren Hedsmith. Again, that would be her hat trick here on the afternoon. One of her goals coming from the penalty corner, a penalty stroke. 6 minutes into the second quarter. She's been able to put quite a bit of offense up on the board. Create quite a bit of pressure as well here for the Chiefs defensively. The coach's comments before the game, she said that the team plays fast to win, and that's certainly evident here. So they're up by 6. 5 minutes into the third quarter. About 25 left to play in regulation. The errant pass from Kempsville over the sideline. And once again on the attack is First Colonial. Inside the circle. Looking for a centering pass, but taking it herself. Can't be poked over the goal line yet. That'll result in a penalty corner. Too much pressure in the area. Kempsville gives up a penalty. And another chance here for First Colonial to stretch their lead. That's Hedspeth once again, who's going to be sending this one in. Off to the left side, to the right of your screen, top of the circle. Now moving along to the left side. Back to Hedspeth, taken away by the defense. Moving up the field now, Lipton. Has some teammates, but she takes herself out of the play. Ball still inbounds. Lipton tripped up and brought down. That was DeLong with the trick. And still here comes Lipton. She makes her way through a number of defenders. But as she cuts back towards the center, didn't have very much help that she could see, and it's taken right off her stick down the other way by Emily Tomorrow. Now here's that speed on the counterattack from First Colonials. They're already inside the circle. Goalkeeper comes off her line. Shot into the back of the goal. Another one on the board for First Colonial. They're up to 7. 7:45 gone in the third quarter. Quite see who put that one in. It was a really nice counterattack, and counterattack almost perfect, I would say, as it results in a goal. Defensive team caught almost completely off guard and nothing they could do. Had their mind set on attack mode. First Colonial came in, put another goal on the board, up by 7 now. Along the sideline, just unable to keep it in play. Delaney Ogden. Stopped by Carly Hoffer, taken back by the Patriots. Double team, can't get the job done. The offense gives away a penalty. Restart coming up here for the Chiefs. This one sent along up to Ogden. Almost at the midway line, but she's called for a penalty. Ava Hartman on the restart. Picked off, and now over to the left side of the field if you're the Kempsville Chiefs. Here's Spencer. She needs some help, though, over on the far side. She looks to cut towards the center. Along the goal line, running out of room, back up the middle. Spencer again. Taken away, though, by Lily Averett. Still far side of the field. Kempsville having a bit of success now over on the opposite side. Hoffer maintains possession on the restart. She'll look to keep this momentum going as they send it towards the middle of the field. Moody. Unfortunate there for the Chiefs as they give up the penalty. That'll fizzle out the attack as First Colonial takes back the ball, and they look to move up the field now. Perhaps that might have been the best opportunity we've seen all afternoon here for the Kempsville Chiefs in blue. Because really it's just them on a constant defensive drill for almost the entirety of this game, especially in the second quarter. Now about almost 11 minutes into the third. They've been having some difficulty on the breakout, getting out of their territory. Quite a bit of errant passes off their sticks. Here's Allie Burnett. And a green card about 11:30 into the second quarter. Similarly, Monique Lipton had one. 2 minutes and 30 seconds into the third. But still no penalty corners and no real offensive chances here so far for Kempsville. Just a couple of minutes ago, they had quite a bit of possession down in the First Colonial 25, but they couldn't make anything out of it once that ball was poked out of bounds. Once it was reinserted, the Patriots quickly knocked it up the field. This one is sent inside the circle. Up towards goal, another penalty corner here is a collision with the defender. A little bit of an interference penalty there. It would be called an ice hockey. Looks like this might be Jolie Day. Just gonna send this pass in. Defense is ready inside the cage. Goalkeeper ready as well. One up towards the left side, shuffled along to the right. Shot low and on the ground. And it thumps off the back of the goal. Another one on the board, up to 8 now. 12:30 into the third quarter. I believe that was Emily Tamaro was able to get the goal there. It was a bit difficult to see all the way on the far side of the field, situated here right behind the Kempsville goal. A bit off to the left, right in the corner of the field. Caught up in the feet of Spencer, no advantage. The umpire calls it back. Team takeaway defensively with the stick right along the ground. Stop the Patriots' attack for now. You can see they're defending so aggressively. Spencer tries to break out, but is taken back. Now up towards the center. Penalty against the defending Chiefs, just outside the circle. Fortunate for them, it wasn't just a few feet further on towards the goal, as that would be another penalty corner. And it would have been the first Colonial Patriots' fourth penalty corner of the third quarter. They've had 4 in each of the previous 2 quarters. Is now inside their own territory. Struggling to get the ball out as the defenders matching them step for step. And it's knocked on by First Colonial, top of the circle, inside now. Looking for a shot. Sent up along on the sideline, excuse me, the end line. Now here's another penalty corner coming up. Sent in by Jolie Day, top of the circle, shot low and on the ground. Caught up in traffic, kicked away by the goalkeeper. Inserted low. Quite a bit of power behind it. Is trying to get this one on target, but well off the mark. About 1 minute to go here in the third. First Colonial up by 8. A significant margin. Their offense has really turned on the Jets here in the second and third quarters. 5 goals in the second, 3 in the third. As the shot rolls long over the end line. Excuse me, this pass does. The Patriots in their own territory. Passed across the middle. To their right side of the field. Stopped just for a moment by a defender's stick. They try to make their way up the field. And that'll do it here for us in the end of the third quarter. First Colonial up by 8. Hat trick already here for Lauren Hedspeth. She's having herself quite an afternoon, but then again, First Colonial isn't really having themselves a nice game here. Been an offensive display for the Patriots. We'll see how Kempsville responds in the fourth quarter. Brought to you by Shine Time Power Wash and Paint. Calling all local business owners, it's spring cleaning time. Power wash your building and walkways to instantly boost your curb appeal. You'll love the results when they make your business shine. Visit shinetimeinc.com for your free quote today.
New DQ rotisserie style chicken bites. I never thought unbreaded chicken this good was possible. I love you just the way you are. Finally, chicken that is tender, juicy, and flavorful all by itself. Thank you, DQ, for giving me just what I needed. DQ, happy tastes good.
For more than 23 years, we've made it our mission to lend peace of mind.
Even when times aren't very peaceful.
We know that every borrower is unique.
That's why we put you first in every step of the loan process.
At Atlantic Bay, we are dedicated, now more than ever,
to providing digital tools, resources, and a lending hand.
To help you reach your home dreams.
Because we're here for you.
Whenever,
Wherever,
however.
A bit of a correction here is we'll forego the fourth quarter. And that'll be the end of today's contest here between Kempsville and First Colonial. First Colonial really utilizing their speed, able to navigate the Chiefs' defense with relative ease, put goal after goal on the board starting in the second quarter, and not let up on the gas. Really nice display from Coach Beanie Schleicher and her squad here this afternoon. As we'll be back in just a moment with another game coming up. Coming up in just a bit right here, still on Facebook for Virginia Beach Sportsplex, will be Oscar Smith against Great Bridge. I've been Austin Urch. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.